Hello and welcome back to Root Letter. I am your host Tinman and we're gonna ask about this room there. So what is this? I don't know what it is, but you should tell me. Happy and Monkey saved my life. If you don't tell them what they want to know, it's police time.
全部話して。
あの頃、俺は時期になっていたんだ。進学がダメになり、先が見えなくなって。
それで彼女を襲ったの?
Attacked her.
だから未遂だよ。学園祭の後、俺は倉庫でタバコを吸ってたんだ。
Two flashes back to back, eh? Everyone is cleaning up after the school festival.
この荷物倉庫に置いてきて。
私が持っていくわ。
Aya takes the items from Fatty. Aya is carrying stuff into the storage room. There are props and trash from the school festival piled high.
ここでいいかしら。ゴミが床に散乱していて危ないな。画鋲まで落ちてるわね。
God, that is dangerous. There's a rustling sound.
誰かいるの?
Jyoti comes out from the back.
チビか、脅かさないで。
Jyoti launches himself at Aya. Jyoti pushes Aya to the ground and kisses her. She frantically struggles to push him away. Bitch passes by the storage room but doesn't notice what's going on at first. Aya grabs a push pin from the floor. Aya had stabbed the push pin into Jyoti's stomach. He hesitates for a moment and Aya uses the momentary distraction to run away. Boy. I listened to Nozu's confession.
あんな真似をしたのはあの時だけなんだ。すごく後悔してる。信じてくれ。
私、許さない。
She is carrying the knife, by the way. She is carrying a knife.
未遂だって犯罪は犯罪だ。
分かってるよ。だから俺も苦しんでるんだよ。
You were worried that she'd written that in her letter, huh? So that's why you tried to steal the letter and threatened me and tried to run me out of town.
俺はやっとここまで来たんだ。もう少しで店を持てそうなところまで来たんだ。強姦未遂していると知られたら終わりだ。
この話は誰にもしないわ。でも許さないから。
お前たちだって隠してるだろう。お前の探している文野綾は自殺したんだよ。
What?
卒業式の後、俺たちは教室に呼び出されたんだ。
I'm getting so many flashbacks. It's good getting all this information. Also, knowing what this scene is about, this music seems a bit off. After the graduation ceremony, the 7 classmates are called to the classroom.
話ってなんだよ。
みんな、適当に席について。
They all sit down.
みんなに挨拶したいの。別れの挨拶。
Aya stands in front of the chalkboard.
今日で私はみんなとお別れです。
All of them look at her, at a loss for words.
文野綾はこの世からいなくなります。さようなら。
Aya takes out a knife and slits her wrist. Fresh blood pours forth and a crimson pool starts to form on the floor. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. The 7 classmates are aghast. Aya falls lifeless in a pool of her own blood. Upon hearing Shorty's story, Monkey and Snappy fall silent. I don't believe that. It's ridiculous.
事実なんだ。
本当よ。
Oh, come on.
だから真相を突き止めるなと言ったんだ。
So that's where Fatty's fear of blood came from, huh?
お前が探していた文の綾はもうこの世にいないんだよ。
That's a lie. If something like that had happened, it would have been big news. If something like that had happened, I would have remembered it.
地方であった単なる自殺だ。全国ニュースにならないよ。
Snappy, Monkey, how about it?
今の話は事実よ。
I'm surprised. Wouldn't it have at least made the local news?
嘘じゃない。
I won't believe it. After that, Shorty, Snappy and Monkey all went home. Suicide. It might have been in the newspapers from back then. Exactly. So, to the library we go. There we go. Central Library. Walk into the library. Ask. Nope, not ask. Check. Back here. Recent newspapers, the dates are pretty new. Ask the... I need to know more about something at this facility. Should... Hang on, how do we... what? Hang on. Oh, there? It's in this area. I go to the periodic section and peruse the newspapers on the March 14 years ago. However, nothing is in the national newspapers. A graduation ceremony was in March 14 years ago. There aren't any articles about the suicide of a Matsue High School student. It might have been in the local papers, but I wonder if they have those here. Should ask the reference desk. Librarian is also there. Try asking her. Excuse me.
はい。どうしました？
Newspaper from 14 years ago? May I see the Sanincho Shimpo newspaper company's newspaper from March 14 years ago?
ここでお待ちください。
Librarian brings the newspapers I asked for. Thank you. I take the newspapers and look through them. I check every inch of the newspapers from back then, but there's still no articles about a high school girl committing suicide. I return the newspapers to the
他
librarian.
に要件はありませんか？
We check the article about the fire once more. Show me the newspapers from December from 15 years ago?
山陰中央新報でいいですか？
Yes, please.
少々お待ちください。
If it's in Sanincho's Shimpo paper, they might have details about the local fire. Brings over the papers.
1999年12月の山陰中央新報です。
Thank you. I tried reading the newspaper article. Looks like I was right. There's a detailed account of the fire. Causes the short circuit her. There's also a photo of the deceased Yoko Fumino. Look at the photo of Yoko Fumino. Hang on, I've seen this woman in the photo somewhere before. Where was it? I'll make a copy of this article. Cool. Turn the newspaper. But you can see the photo. Only one way to find out if what Shorty said was true. Cassitere pure and C fatty. Oh, nope, not ask. Okay, let's do this. It's a bit rough, but it's the only way to find out the truth. You'll have to deal. I go inside. Fatty and Yuka are getting ready to close for the day.
もう閉店です。帰ってください。
I'm not a customer today.
いつも客じゃないでしょ。
I didn't buy that chocolate cake the other day.
どういう要件ですか？
Treatment. I'll show Fatty something that looks like blood and get him to talk about. Oh god, we are horrible, horrible people. Not people, just person. God. Might be harsh for Fatty, but I have to know. I am kind of sorry. Oh, here we go. I can't make out the face too well. I spill some. I'm just gonna spill it on top of the counter. God, we're just not a good person, are we? I spill some of the strawberry jam I bought at the souvenir shop.
何を
The red jam spreads over the floor. Seeing it, Fatty goes pale.
何するのよ。
Investigating the roots of his fear. He keeps spilling strawberry jam on the floor.
やめてくれ。
Fatty sinks to the floor. Is it true that, after the graduation ceremony, a classmate, acting as Aya Fumino, split her wrists in the classroom? Did she really commit suicide?
ああ、そうだ。自殺した。だから、助けてくれ。
I checked the newspapers, but I didn't find any articles about high school all-girl suicides. Did the 7 of you hide her body? The body is buried in the ruins of the Fumino residence. Isn't that right?
違う。
I'm wrong?
血じゃない。ジャム。ジャムなんだ。
ジュンさん、本当のことを言って。
血じゃない。血じゃない。こっちにいる。
Cochino? Cochino?
苦しい。
As he clutches his chest in pain. Though she's not dead.
もうやめて。
It seems you reached your limit. Let's get you some fresh air. With you guys' help, I take Fatty outside the shop. Fatty still looks like he's in pain.
あとは私がいるから大丈夫です。
No, but...
今日はこれくらいにしてください。
Sorry, Fatty. Please forgive me. I come back to the Matsue Inn. Oh, boy. She's gonna have a casual soak in the bath after that, eh? No idea what's going on. Old man comes in.
陰気な顔しよって。
Not in the mood for chit chat today.
そげ言うな。じじいと遊んでごせ。
I can't today.
あんた、大林朝日って知っとるか？
Who's
ゆ
that?
うたろうと並ぶ日英の大スターじゃ。
An old movie star, huh?
わしの青春じゃ。大林朝日は歌も歌っとるんじゃぞ。あの歌、なんだったかいな。高知や函館や横浜にいる女の歌なんだけど。
A song about an unfaithful guy, huh?
レコードがあったら欲しいな。
They don't sell records anymore. You'll be surprised.
大林朝日が聞きたいな。
Before I go to bed, I write my findings down in my notebook. Oh, just Bestie left. I sink into thought. Did she really commit suicide in that classroom? If that's true, I won't find her no matter how hard I look. There's still one classmate I haven't met yet. Tomorrow, I'll look for Bestie. Whatever happened 15 years ago, I at least want to know the truth, even if it is a tragedy. Magmata. Oh. It's the 8th day since I arrived in Matsui. Shorty said the classmate who was pretending to be Aya committed suicide. But I have my doubts. There isn't actually any evidence that she died. Is she alive? Well, at the very least, I want her to be alive. There are still some letters left, so I'll read one. I take a letter from my bag. It's on Magatama bead stationery. Patterned stationery. It's the 8th letter she sent me. It's dated December 26th. Yeah, I am just off on one when I said it was in chronological order. That was the day after the fire at the Fumino residence.
Konnichiwa. 今年も残り少なくなりましたね。風邪はひいていませんか？クリスマスはどうしていましたか？私は最高のクリスマスプレゼントをもらいました。最近クラスメイトとうまくいってなかったんです。それが親友のおかげで仲直りできました。最高のプレゼントとは友人です。先週親友と玉造湯神社で金井石をもらってきたんです。お揃いで勾玉のペンダントを買ってイニシャルも彫ってもらいました。そして親友がクリスマスパーティーを考えてくれたんです。クラスメイトと前のように盛り上がろうという計画です。これが大成功。親友は天才です。彼女は企画力があって人を引きつける魅力があります。私は最高の親友を持っています。彼女とはいつまでも仲良くしていたい。永遠に親友でいたい。とても幸せなクリスマスでした。文野彩。
There's no PS on this one. It doesn't touch on the fire at the Fumino residence. It says she received a wishing stone at Matasuruki's Tamasukuriyu Shrine. What was the sort of reply that I wrote? I'm surprised there isn't a PS on that. Thank you for your letter, doing well, haven't caught any codes yet. You made amends with your classmates, that's great. Christmas present was friendship, friends were those who were just guys, but they had friends, so they cancelled, felt betrayed. That made me angry, sad to spend Christmas with guys forever, guess it's fine. Spent Christmas with my family when I was a kid, wasn't bad. Sounds like your best friend is a great planner. Once you get in a hole, people are flexible, come up with ideas, and they're more in demand. But just those in studies best, you might end up bigger than 4 eyes or bitch. I look forward to everyone's future, of course, that's my own. I pray for next year is also a good year. Max. No postscripts, eh? I look forward to the future, huh? I wonder what the old me would think if he saw me today. I wonder if I've grown at least a little. Tomoko comes to put the futon away. God, so chill. Morning. Okay, we'll call it here though. start of a new day, but we're calling it here. That does it for this episode of Root Letter. I have been your host, Tinman, and I'm signing off. Goodbye.